Yeah, Amelia would be flying at about 1,000 feet. She told us that's the altitude she was at because she was trying to be below the clouds and looking for the island. She wanted as much altitude as she could get so she could see as far as she could, but also she had to stay below the clouds. So at 1,000 feet, all of a sudden her engines sputter. First, I mean, she knows she's running out of fuel, but now she knows she is out of fuel. And once it sputters, what she's going to do immediately is try to create a glide path for the airplane. She's going to put the controls into a position where it's going to allow the plane to go horizontally for as long as possible and allow her to flare the airplane when she hits the water so that she lands much like she would on a runway, but without the help of the landing gear. She's going to keep that in the airplane. The goal is to pancake as softly as possible into the water to give them a chance of survival and to keep the airplane hopefully on the surface as long as possible so that they can escape from the airplane. Now this airplane is very nose heavy. As you can see, the engines are very far forward, very close to the nose. The plane itself is nose heavy. They're out of fuel, which was really the only weight that they had in the aft portion of the airplane. So she's going to go down very nose heavy. That may not have allowed her to hit quite as soft as she would have liked to, so she may have done damage to the forward part of the airplane. That means that the target could be slightly shorter than we think, but she's going to probably land at a slightly nose down attitude. That's going to be like a water break. The nose is going to stop very quickly probably. She's going to fold over a little bit, maybe flop back down, and then the plane's going to start going down by the nose. Now, if you look at this plane, the only place she has to really escape is this little tiny hatch over her head. And I've actually climbed through that hatch on another Lockheed Electra, and it's difficult, very difficult. So even if she was not damaged or injured in the controlled landing on the water, still getting out of that hatch might have been very difficult. So it's going to be very important for us when we see this on the bottom to see, what's the status of that hatch. Look at the nose to see what kind of damage there might be. That will help us explain how she hit the water, those sorts of things.